Hey y'all, it's Debra here from Debra Hart Studio. I am going to talk a little bit today about Soul Collective. I had a really cool thing that happened this morning. I was opening up my email, reading through some things, and God really got a hold of my heart. And I wanted to share this with you because it was such a beautiful email that I got. I just wrapped up this week the second cohort or session of Soul Collective. I do a 5-month journey with Christian creatives. It includes a lot of just a whole lot. I don't. It's like sometimes I think about it and I'm like, this is really cool what God's doing. But basically, we're doing art journaling to process what the Lord's doing. So there's tutorials. I have about 25 videos in there right now, with more to come, because a lot of the people stay in. And so I'm going to give them fresh content. So kudos to y'all. But you do not have to do the art journaling part if that's not your thing. If you're a writer, you can use journals. I do a PDF. I do a soul prompt that's good for a couple of weeks, just one. And it works out really well because it gives you a couple of weeks to process it. During our Zoom calls, we do 2 a month. I do some prophetic activations, what I call them, or intuitive activations, really. And that has proven to be a really cool thing. I have switched things up as the Holy Spirit leads, and so it's really interesting what it looked like for the first session back in 2023, and this is right now August of 24, so we're just ended our second one, and the Lord mixed things up and gave me other things to do, and so it's a really rich time if you want to go deeper in your relationship with Jesus and have, more intimate conversations about what's going on in your world and how God is speaking to you through art journaling or through the writing. But I also provide prophetic words that go along with a soul prompt. And so there's a lot happening. It's really fun. We have a great time. So we are just ending up this last one, this second session or second cohort this week. And I got this beautiful email. So I asked my I call them my birds, the women in my group, to let me know if they're not going to be on a Zoom call so that I'm not concerned about what's going on in their world. Because sometimes people have, life stuff and I just never know. So this particular woman wrote the most amazing email, and I'm going to leave her anonymous because I like to protect the anonymity of my folks. I don't have permission to share because I just got so excited about this. I'm creating the video. I guess I'm going to ask permission later, but I'm not going to give you her name. But she is somebody that came in during the second cohort, and she wanted to bless me, I guess, this morning. So anyway, what she wrote was, due to family obligation, I won't be able to attend the Zoom tonight. So it was actually earlier this week. I'm so bummed to miss the last gathering for this session. I've appreciated each person each time we've gathered. What an exceptional group of God's friends. I'm so glad I responded to the nudge of Holy Spirit and experienced Soul Collective over these past months. It's been a great reset for me and helped reboot my creative mojo, in quotes. In particular, I want you to know how much I appreciate and respect who you are and the ways you allow God to use you. I've watched you offer a very diverse group of creatives wisdom with humility, inclusion without judgment, loving encouragement, and a model of servant leadership. You have created a safe space for honesty and authenticity. Thank you. I want to pass along the best advice we ever received over 40 years of pastoring. Jesus is your model. I see Jesus all over what you're developing with Soul Collective. You're on the right trajectory. It's a new thing. You are a holy influencer. You have a friend in me. Signed, Mysterious. So that was a huge blessing. And this is not about making it about me. It is about letting you know it's just one testimony of what God is doing inside this community that I'm really started out of obedience. I have a free Facebook group called Creative Café with Debra Hart Studio, and we're not a huge group. There's about 40 members, and probably about 50 of them are most active most of the time. And but it's just this beautiful community. I do one live call a month over there. and I do a Facebook Live. Well, actually, I'm doing it on YouTube now. Once Facebook changed some things, so I'm like, okay, you're not friendly anymore. I'm gonna do it on YouTube and then post the link in the group. But it's a great way to do that. So I do that once a month, and I do a Zoom call once a month. And this group kind of grew from that. There were people that were really wanting it more often, wanting it more. So I decided to do that, and it has been fabulous. I just want to say I get so much. I was so nervous about it when I first started. I was like, I don't know if anybody's going to show up, and so I was totally, every time I open up my camera to record something, every time I open up a Zoom call, every time I end a Zoom call after talking to either my Soul Collective group or my Creative Cafe, I'm just like, I can't believe people are showing up to hear what I have to say. It's like, and the Lord reminds me consistently, it's not about you, it's about me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, got it. But it still is it's still an honor, and it's a privilege. And so I want to point everybody back to Him, and that's what we're doing. We're doing in Soul Collective. We are bringing it together. We are sisters in the faith. We are having a great time. Lots of laughter, lots of joy. I have no idea what He's going to have in store for us for the next session, because every session is a little different. There's, He adds things, takes some things away, and we have a couple Zoom calls a month, and the rest of the time we interact inside the Facebook group. It's an open posting group, so it's a small cohort. Usually, I really want to. I have a cap of 25, so that's as many as we'll have together. And we had, I think, 18 this time, and I was super excited to have everyone that was there. It was amazing. And so I am inviting you, if you're interested in something like that, to join in with us. I just felt it was time to do kind of a fresh video. I have an older video that I did a year and a half ago for this when I was launching everything, and I think it's time to share the goodness. And in fact, I was thinking as I was creating this one that I may come on and do some more testimonials and just share some of the other things that people have said and keep them anonymous as well. Okay, so to find out more, go to debrahartstudio.com, and it's DebraHart studio.com, and there's a little tab that says Learn. You can click on that and you'll find Soul Collective in the drop-down menu. There's a whole entire page dedicated to all the details. What's really cool about this is that for one more cohort anyway, I am doing it on a pay-as-you-can basis, and that is super exciting. That's a little bonus for y'all. And I trust the Lord in this, and I trust it for you, and I trust it for me. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. While you're on my website, you can go to the contact form and leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you all are having a great day wherever you are in the world. And we do have an international community, so we'd love to welcome you if the timing works for you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.